Caldwell Volleyball is on 1580 103.3 WPKY, your free WPKY app, and at WPKYonline.com. Let's check in with the WPKY sports crew at the gym.
Welcome this evening to Caldwell County High School Gymnasium. I'm Sue Stone. I'm here with Johnny Stone at the first round of the Kentucky High School State Tournament for volleyball. Caldwell County is playing in the first round against Region 1 winner, McCracken County. And Johnny, this is the first time that I know of that the state tournaments farmed out the first rounds and played them out in gyms across the state.
First time I remember.
Now, back in the day, many years ago, there used to be several teams from each region would actually make it to the state tournament because volleyball wasn't played all around the state. Back in the late 70s when it first started playing state tournaments, in the early 80s and so forth, there'd be 2 and 3 and 4 schools come out of each region. But in recent years, since we started a program here in Caldwell County, about since the 3rd year into it, the regions have fell into the same alignments as basketball and districts and regions and so forth, and so it lines up just like the Sweet 16 for basketball. So, Caldwell County has a great history, making 5 appearances in the past. This is Coach Kortner's first appearance since he took over as the head coach of Caldwell County in 2015. And McCracken County, however, has got quite of a history themselves. They've never lost their region. McCracken County was established as a school, I think it was in 2012, and they've won every region tournament that they've played in. And so 2013 was their first year as McCracken County. Prior to that, it was predominantly Lone Oak, and Lone Oak went to the state tournament in 2012 and 2011 and 2010. The last non-Lone Oak / McCracken County school to go to the state tournament from Region 1 is Marshall County in 2009. Caldwell County, this, like I said, has been our first trip since 2011 was the last time we went when I was still coaching. And prior to that, we had gone, counting that time, we've gone a total of 5 times. Unfortunately, we've not had a lot of success at the state tournament. We've had a lot of great matches. We've never advanced past the first round. So that's the goal for tonight, is we'd love to see Coach Kortner and his group push past that mile marker and get past the first round of the state tournament.
Advance to the final 8.
The Elite 8 would be wonderful. Traditionally, the state tournament held at Valley High School in Louisville. It's been that way since about 2010. But because of COVID issues and a spike in cases in Louisville, the Elite 8 has been moved to Winchester. And
George Rogers Clark
High School in Winchester and Clark County. And Caldwell would love to make that trip. Coach Kortner's stepping over here right now to
2 minutes.
Talk to her. I want to mention that we have the announcements for all state teams were made last week, and Olivia Mitchell from Caldwell County made the first team state tournament team, and McCracken County's Jada Harris made the second team all-state, and then Abby Griggs from Caldwell County has made honorable mention. So in just a few minutes, they're going to make some announcements and present some awards, and actually I think they're going to do that right now, so I'm going to turn the mic over and see if we can pick this up.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if I would have your attention, please, for a very special presentation. This is normally done up at the state tournament in between these 2 semifinal rounds. Due to the COVID restrictions, we're not going to be able to make that trip this year. As the acting KVCA president, on behalf of the association, I would like to present Miss Olivia Mitchell with her 2nd Region Player of the Year award.
I guess that's all they're going to do.
There we go. I was hesitating. I thought maybe they might be presenting the Region 1 Region Player of the Year award, which that went to a Ballard Memorial player, and Coach of the Year award went to Adam Solomon, which is Ballard Memorial also. I might mention Region 2 Coach of the Year was Daniel Kortner for the second time in a row, and Olivia Mitchell's got Region Player of the Year for the second time in a row. So those pretty nice awards. These two teams actually match up pretty good, Johnny. You look at their records. McCracken County's they've played a tough schedule, and they've been beat by the same quality of people that's beat us. They've been beat by Bowling Green. We've been beat by Bowling Green, and we don't play exactly the same schedule, but I think we match up. Just looking at it on paper, the one thing that I do notice looking at their statistics is that they do have 5 kids that are pretty prolific on hitting. They spread the wealth a little bit on their attack line. They do run it looks like a 6-1 based on their statistics. We run a 6-1 also. It means one setter that is in kind of the quarterback of the team and runs the offense. Looking out over the court, they look a lot taller than we are across the line. They
do have a little bit of height.
Their state, their all-state person is Jada Harris. She's listed at 6'2", and so that all by itself puts her 2 inches taller than anybody we've got on our team. And so we might have that as a challenge to face, with a bigger front line to deal with. They're out on the court right now, the coaches and the officials. They're getting ready they don't do a coin toss. Visiting team, and I'm not sure who that's going to be, will serve first. They're getting the ground rules out. They'll go back and start their warm-ups, official warm-ups. So while they're taking care of some housekeeping, why don't we go back to the session and get some commercials in, and we'll be back in just a minute.
This is Casey McCoy, and I'm a mortgage loan processor at Farmers Bank. One of my favorite things about our home loan process is that you can apply online whenever it's convenient for you. By applying online, your information is sent directly to our lenders. It's quick and easy and a good way to jumpstart your loan. Apply today at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good luck to all Tiger athletic teams from Josh Ray at Woodman Life.
Did you know that U-Ride in Princeton will buy your vehicle? They're always looking for quality inventory. So if you'd like to sell yours, talk to the nice folks at U-Ride. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, U-Ride is here. Things are a little different now, but they're still here to deliver the same great customer service that they always have. Just call for an appointment with one of their sales specialists. Call 270-365-3018. On-the-lot financing is available. You can even apply online at uridesales.com. U-Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton.
Go Tigers from Taco John's. Have a great season, Tiger athletes. Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season. Good luck, Tigers. Have a great season from Treasures Remembered.
Suffering from a physical or mental disability that prevents you from working can turn your life upside down. You may have no alternative but to file for Social Security disability benefits. If you get denied, don't lose hope. Call attorney Matt Schock in Princeton, Kentucky at 270-365-MATT. Matt has been working for nearly a decade at getting people approved. If you receive a denial letter from Social Security, call Matt Schock at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-6288.
This is an advertisement.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
Hi, this is Kelly Martin of Pennyroyal Hospice, and we are proud to be a part of the greatest comeback of all time.
KFC Princeton invites you to come in and enjoy a meal, or of course the drive-thru is always open. The restaurant is open with limited capacity. You'll find that posted on the front door, and all tables are set up for social distancing. You are encouraged to wear your mask when entering and exiting the business. There is no buffet at this time. All dine-in orders are packaged as if they are to-go orders. Enjoy your favorite meal at KFC on the Marion Road in Princeton. Dine in, carry out, or drive-thru. They are here to serve you.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, cheering on all Tiger athletes.
During this season of Thanksgiving, your friends at Penny Ryle Electric are thankful for the generosity of their members. The Penny Ryle Electric Plus One program offers an opportunity for you to extend to your neighbors a helping hand. You simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly electric bill, and your contributions will be used to help pay electric bills for people in need. That should give you a nice warm feeling too. Sign up for the Penny Ryle Electric Plus One program online anytime at precc.com. And happy Thanksgiving!
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. I'm Sue Stone. I'm here with Johnny Stone, and we're getting ready to commence the first round of the state volleyball tournament. The Caldwell County Lady Tigers getting ready to play the McCracken County Mustangs in the first round. We're kind of in the line of fire as McCracken County's warming up, so I hope they don't take our camera out here in a minute. If you aren't aware that there is also a video live feed coming out too, so those of you that followed us in the past might would like to check that out. You'll see a lot of great volleyball, and hopefully we'll get to see Caldwell County advance past the first round and go on into the Elite Eight.
McCracken County is warming up right now. They're hitting drills. They have, as you said earlier, they do have several girls that can hit the ball and put it down.
Yeah, they've got good size.
That's going to present a problem for the Lady Tigers for the number of hitters that they have.
Yeah, we also want to, we're exceedingly grateful to be able to do this broadcast, and we'd like to thank our sponsors that's made this possible.
Princeton Family Care has been located in Princeton since 2008. It is owned and operated by Mary James, nurse practitioner. Ms. James has been doing family practice for 25 years. Community and family oriented. A small clinic with a huge heart to help others. Ms. James and staff are here to help this community the best way they can. If you are needing care for you do not have insurance, worried about payment or other concerns, please do give them a call.
And the Princeton Family Care Practice is an addition to our sponsor that we've had all season long. We're very grateful to Farmers Bank and Trust, who's also sponsored us tonight.
Absolutely. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, home of the Tiger Debit Card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County. Their team wants to wish the Lady Tiger volleyball team good luck this season, let you know that they're there to assist you.
And we're really excited to be here to host. Like we said earlier, this is the first time that the state tournament's farmed out their first round. It's a situation because brought on by the COVID. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's good for volleyball. I think it's good to get it out into the state. See a lot of. Oh, my camera got whacked. See a lot of people that's never got to experience high-level volleyball. Can bring it. It's right in our front door now, and so I just think it's a win-win. The only thing that I think would be even better would be if someday we could even get it down to where it's classified, where kids you get more schools involved. But
absolutely.
But anyway, it
would have been nice if we could have, if a team from another part of the state could have came into Caldwell County and played us here. Since McCracken County, we've seen them once this year already, and we know them and they know us. It's a little bit different when you don't know a team and you haven't seen a team. It's a little different, and
we're just glad to be here.
We're looking forward to a really good match.
we're glad to be here. And I mentioned earlier that I think we have a similar record, and we also present a similar teams that we've lost to. McCracken County lost to Bowling Green in straight sets, and we took a set from Bowling Green. We played them twice, and interestingly enough, McCracken County lost to Notre Dame, which is a Northern Kentucky powerhouse private school. And I'm looking here to see if where Notre Dame's going to play into it if they advance. Yeah, the winner of this game, is going to play the winner of Wolfe County, which is an Eastern Kentucky school, and Notre Dame Academy, which I don't have any idea what kind of school Wolfe County is. They must be pretty good to be at the state tournament. They've got a 17-3 record, but I do know personally what kind of team Notre Dame has, and we've met them in the state tournament ourselves a few years back, and oddly enough, when I was in high school 100 years ago, played against them at the high school level. So it's a storied program. They've won some state tournaments. They're going to be a tough cookie for the next team, the next match for whoever gets them.
But anytime you go and you're in the state tournament and you get to the second round, everybody's good.
Yeah, and like I said, McCracken County's played them. They've got an edge up. They've played them. They also lost to E-Town, which is always a strong team, and West Jasmine. So
McCracken County's a very powerful volleyball team.
They are. McCracken County's winding up their warm-ups. Caldwell County's going to take the floor and try to get their warm-ups in. And we'll go back to the station and do a few commercials before we come back before the game starts. This is WPKY Online, and I'm Sue Stone at Caldwell County Volleyball.
Planters Bank remains committed to delivering the highest level of support to its customers during this challenging time. In addition to their regular in-location and drive-through services, Planters Bank offers many remote banking services. You can check your balance, make a deposit, transfer money, and even fill out a loan or credit card application online. To learn more about their convenient banking tools, visit plantersbankonline.com.
U-Ride has upped their game. As a matter of fact, it's a whole new ball game. It's an all-new sales team, bringing 33 years of experience to work for you. They're here to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely with a personalized hometown feel. More variety with better quality. On-the-lot financing, and you can apply safely online at uridesales.com. Call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff. U-Ride on the Marion Road, Princeton, 270-365-3018.
Proud supporter of Tiger Sports, Big John's Barbecue says, "Go Tigers."
Keep your eyes open for Santa with Hawk Optics. Family owned since 1972, Falder's carries brands like Milwaukee Power Tools, Federal and Hornaday ammunition, heavy shot waterfowl loads, ventless LP and nat gas wall heaters, 24% cattle protein tubs. We have everything for your farm, home, or industrial supply needs. Let our friendly staff keep your farm and home running as smooth as the North Pole at Christmas. If Falder's doesn't have it, you can't find it. From all of us at Falder's, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
It's here. The Loyal Listener Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to WPKYOnline.com. Click on Loyal Listener Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens and dozens of gift certificates. Some you'll even be able to redeem from your smartphone. Shop and buy 24 hours a day and save a ton of money in the process. Save on oil changes, dining out, haircuts, car washes, and more. Our store never closes, but you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Enjoy your favorite Mexican food at La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant. They're open 7 days a week. It is recommended to wear a face mask while walking in and out of the restaurant. They're operating at limited seating capacity and offering carry-out service. Just wear your mask when you pick up your order. Always practice social distancing. They appreciate your business and are ready to serve you. Stay safe. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant, Princeton and Marion.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
We're home, but our home is moved. Luna Veterinary Services' new location is 51 Old Fredonia Road. We've moved to upgraded and expanded facilities to better serve pets and their humans. Open weekdays from 7:30 to 4:30, now accepting new patients and walk-ins. Luna Veterinary Services. Find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. I'm Sue Stone, and I'm here with Johnny Stone at the first round of the state volleyball tournament at Caldwell County Lady Tigers, getting ready to play McCracken County Mustangs. And Johnny, Caldwell County did play McCracken County earlier this year and lost to them in straight sets. That was the second game of the year. And I might add, Caldwell played Henderson earlier in the year too and lost to them in straight sets and came back and beat them in straight sets in the region tournament.
Yes.
So, what happened in the regular season really doesn't matter. The only thing that's going to matter is what happens tonight.
Right. Both teams are a lot better now than they were when they met earlier in the year.
That's true.
So it should be a great match. There's a big crowd, a really good crowd. Looks like we got a very experienced officiating crew standing over there.
Yeah, my understanding was what I saw online was that the tickets were sold out. Of course, there's a limited number, and you had to buy them online. And last time I looked, they were sold out. So if everybody comes that bought a ticket, we should max out our capacity, limited due to COVID situations.
Yes.
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's going to be some people in here that this might be the first volleyball match they've seen. So I hope they see a good show and makes them want to come back.
Yeah. Because hopefully we'll have another year next year.
Exactly. Caldwell County's doing their serving. They've got a minute left in the warm-up, and then we'll be doing lineups, national anthem, and get ready to get this game started. Officials getting ready to walk out on the floor. We've got Scott Colley, Chuck Sandifer, Richard Hornbeek, and Terry Carter is the officials crew, and very seasoned, all Region 2 officials, but they've all done state championship games too. We'll go to the lineup check. Waiting on Michael Zimmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand for the singing of our national anthem by Katie Mincer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, move through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And Katie did a great job again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's contest of the first round for the KHSA State Volleyball Tournament. For your visitors on the scoreboard this evening, the McCracken County Mustangs. Your alternates, Allison Sassine, Kinsey Mason, Madeline Hovkamp, Ellie Whiteside, Bailey Bolin, Olivia Blackwell, Zoe Houston, Dalen Cawley. And now your starters, Jenna Henshaw, Jada Harris, Drew Molinax, Caroline Civils, Adele Maviano, Piper Molinax, and your libero, Patty Jo Wilson. Head coach, Tim Whitus. On the home scoreboard, your Lady Tigers of Caldwell County. Number 3, Tony Joe Goodwin. Number 21, Maggie Griggs. Number 13, Lily Horde. Number 9, Ellie Ramey. Number 19, Savannah Scott. Number 4, Kennedy Thomas. Number 8, Kendra Winters. Your starters, number 11, Abby Griggs. Number 17, Katie Mincer. Number 15, Olivia Mitchell. Number 5, Kendall Prow. Number 6, Addison Sullinger. Number 2, Mary Tays. Your libero, number 20, Riley Thomas. Head coach, Daniel Kortner. Your officials for tonight, up ref, Richard Hornbeek, down ref, Terry Carter, line judges, Scott Colley and Chuck Stanford.
And there we have it. Ready to take the floor. Lady Tigers are ready. You might notice that Kennedy Thomas was not listed on the roster. She's not able to be here tonight. They're surely going to miss her. She's played all year, but they're ready to go. The one thing that glares at me on the line, Johnny, as I look down there, I see, say school, big school. They've got 7 seniors to take the floor too. Everybody on their team has played in a state tournament, so they're going to come in here with a level of experience and confidence that Caldwell County's probably not going to have.
They're going to be confident.
And we're waiting. Richard Hornbeek is the R1. He's on the ladder. Terry Carter is the R2. And
you're listening to Caldwell Volleyball on WPKY Princeton.
Ball served. Riley Thomas makes a pass. It's an overpass, but McCracken County tried to block it right back and was not able to secure the ball, and that's going to be a point for Caldwell County. And Mary Tays rotates back to the service position.
Official called a lift on that.
Mary serves ball. They make a good pass to their setter. They go to the right side. They attack. Mary Tays makes a dig. Kendall Proud goes out to Olivia Mitchell. Olivia switch cross court and scores. Caldwell County has jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Mary Tays got the whistle. She serves again. Libero makes a pass. Setter goes outside. Outside swings. Blocked by Abby Griggs, and she gets the kill. That's a block kill for Abby. And she's been really effective at the blocking line the last couple weeks. Mary goes back, serves again. Set middle. Middle tips around to Abby. Kendall goes out to Olivia. She tips around the blockers and goes a little bit too far.
A little bit out.
And it goes out of bounds, and that becomes a point for McCracken County.
Caldwell County 3, McCracken 1.
And one thing Caldwell County is not going to be able to do is make unforced errors and be able to stay in this game. Bailey Boland subs into the game, goes back to the service line for McCracken County. She's got the whistle and serves into the net. That was uncharacteristic from McCracken County, but just giving Caldwell County a little breathing room. Abby Griggs goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. They pass the ball up. Setter goes outside, swing from the outside. Olivia Mitchell passes it to Kendall. Kendall goes right back to Olivia. Olivia goes into the block, but they play it up. Libero goes out to the right side. Left-hander swings over Olivia. Mary Tays goes back to Olivia. Olivia swings into the block. She's got to be aware. These girls are not just standing there letting them roll these balls over. You got to be aware.
No, you got to get a little elevation on that ball.
And I know she didn't have a great set to swing at, but you got to also take care of the ball and get it back deep away from the blockers. McCracken County goes back to the service line. You serve, pass it up. That serve came from Adele. Setter goes to the right side, left-handed swing. She swings down, hits right on the line. And Johnny, I'm not sure, could not see that hitter's number.
No, I couldn't either.
But anyway.
We were blocked by the stand.
McCracken County goes back. Adele Maviayono, boogered her name up. Anyway, they go out to the outside, tips over. Oh, Riley Thomas was going back for it and just got a touch on that ball, and that'll be a kill.
Your score is 4-4. Caldwell McCracken.
And McCracken goes back to the service line, serves. Addie Sullinger passes the ball up. Mary Taser set. We're going to send them a free ball. They pass the ball up. Setter goes to the middle. She tips around the block. Addie Sullinger goes over to Olivia. She rolls it over the block and gets killed.
She did a similar shot the first time, but this time it was quite a bit higher and got over the blockers and got deep in the corner.
She was aware where the blockers were and went over the blockers. Kendall Prowl rotates back and serves the ball. They go to the outside. They tip around the blockers, and that is number 8, Jada Harris, and she is the McCracken County's go-to based on the fact that she's a second-team All-State and their leading kill getter.
Yes.
And McCracken County rotates. We've got Olivia Blackwell serving the ball. She's got the whistle. Serves the ball off. Man, thought that was going to go deep. Riley Thomas plays it. Olivia Mitchell swings from the back row. They're going to go to the outside, get a touch off of the block, and we keep it alive. Kendall's able to get the ball to Olivia. She goes around the block. Setter goes outside again. They swing down the line and kill. And that was Caroline Civils get that kill.
Yes. McCracken 6, Caldwell 5.
And we've got Olivia Blackwell serving the ball again. Thomas makes a pass. Kendall goes to Olivia Mitchell. She goes between 2 blockers and gets a good kill. That was a nice play because she's coming in from the receiving line, and she comes in, and the blockers could not close the gap on her. She just goes right between them. And now Olivia rotates back to the service line. She's got the whistle. She serves the ball. Libero, she passes it up. It's not a great pass, a little bit out of system. They're going to get a little right side attack out of bounds. And that's going to be a hitting error on Caroline Civils. And Olivia goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. She serves the ball. This time goes not to the libero. They go outside. She swings, angle, and does not get that ball over the net. And that's a score.
That's 2 unforced errors.
And that's Ellie Whiteside made the swing.
The score is 8-6, Caldwell.
Olivia serves again. Get the ball to the outside. She swing. Oh, Mary was right there, had all hands on that ball, and just did not, just played off her hands. She plays that up every day in practice. And McCracken County is going to get the kill by Jada Harris. And now we've got, I believe that's Olivia Blackwell served. Last time I can't see the number, but anyhow, McCracken County served it. We got it in play. They go to Harris on a slide behind the setter, and she gets a straight down kill. And we are going to have to get somebody in front of her. I mean, she's the tallest person out there. It's going to be hard for us to get up, match hands with her, but we've got to know where she's at on the court.
We've got to get a little bit of offense. We've got to bring back some offense.
That's Caroline Civils serving the ball. She serves it again. We're going to send a free ball. Savannah Scott's in the game. And they go back to the outside off our block, and that'll be a kill for, I think that's number 6, and that's Jenna Henshaw.
We're playing up balls that would have been out. Both those last 2 balls would have been out of bounds had we not played them.
Caroline Civil serves the ball again. Ball goes to Olivia Mitchell in the back row. She does a roll shot down the line. They play it up. They're going to be out of system. Going to send us a little free ball. Olivia makes the pass. Savannah on the back, and Savannah gets a good swing. They keep it alive. We get another free ball. This time Kendall goes and dumps. They keep it alive. We're going to, nope, they're not able to play it. We're going to get a kill for Kendall Pryor. And that was a good time for Kendall to send that ball over because they sent that ball back to us on a free ball out of system. They was not in a good defensive position, and Kendall knew that.
Your score is 9-9.
Riley Thomas goes to the service line, serving for Savannah No, it was serving for Kendra Winters. And Riley scores the first ace of the match. She goes back from the service line. She's got the whistle. Ball's up. They make a good pass to their setter. They go outside, swing. Riley Thomas makes a dig. Kendall goes behind her to Savannah Scott. Savannah tips over the blockers. Setter goes outside again. They swing down the line. Olivia Mitchell digs. Kendall just tips it because it was too close to the net. She couldn't get hands on it. They go to Jada Harris. And Riley Thomas makes a great dig. We send the ball back over there. Go back to Harris. Another great dig by Kendall Prowl. And we keep that ball alive. We have to send them a free ball, but we keep making it a game. And we get called. Yes. The setter did not get a good pass. She was falling back out of position. One hand the ball over. And Richard Hornby calls it a lift.
It was obvious lift.
And that's going to be a point for Caldwell County. And two great digs for Caldwell County. Riley Thomas goes back and serves it into the net. Oh, no, we don't want to lose the momentum like that. But those are still two great plays and resulted in a point. That's the key. You make those great digs, you want to end up with the point. Now the libero's back to serve. That's Patty Wilson from McCracken County. She's got the whistle, serves the ball. Mary Tays makes the dig. Kendall sets Abby Griggs. Aggie swings. They play it up. They get a back row swing out of bounds. Back row out of bounds attack. I think that was from Caroline Civils. And Caldwell gets the point as Addie Sullinger returns to the game and Savannah Scott sets down. And
the score is 12 Caldwell, 10 McCracken.
Addie serves the ball. They make a pass to the setter. Setter goes behind her. To right side swings. That's number 21, Adele Magviliano. And she hits it out of bounds. And Addie Sullinger's got the whistle again. Serves the ball down the line, gets an ace. Right now, Caldwell County's playing like they don't know that this is McCracken County's 11th straight appearance in the state tournament.
McCracken calls a timeout.
We're going to go to a 30-second station break. It's WPKY online, and I'm Sue Stone here with Johnny Stone.
Hello, I'm Jason Redford, Community President, First Southern National Bank. When First Southern National Bank says we believe in you, it means we also believe certain things about you. We believe that you want to live a life of margin, where you can balance spending, saving, and giving. We believe that you want to make wise financial decisions to enable that kind of living. Because we believe in you, we are here for you every step of the way. Visit fsmb.net to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. I'm Sue Stone here with Johnny Stone calling the first round of the high school volleyball girls state tournament. Caldwell County currently has the lead on McCracken County, 14-10. Caldwell's got the serve. Addie Sullinger's in the service spot. And
she gets the whistle.
Ball served. They make a pass up to their setter. She goes outside, swing, and hits the back line. And Scott Colley makes the call, and that's a kill for Jada. No, I don't think that was Jada Harris. Oh, that's number 6. That's Jenna Henshaw. And McCracken County's got the serve. The setter goes back, serves the ball. Olivia Mitchell makes the pass. Kendall goes to Abby Griggs. Oh, there was a little miscommunication. Abby went one place, the set went somewhere else, but she was able to get it over. Olivia hits the ball deep just to get rid of it, basically, and gets a kill out of the back row.
It's a soft roll shot deep.
And Olivia rotates to the front row. Mary Tays goes back to the service line. And it's an overpass, and Olivia Mitchell meets it at the net and gets a kill. And that's Olivia's 5th kill for the night, the reason why she's on first team All-State. Mary Tays got the whistle again. This time they go off the court. It's not going to be a good ball. They're going to send us a free ball. Olivia makes a pass. Kendall goes back to Olivia. Olivia tips it over. They go to their setter. She goes behind her. Blocked by Addie Griggs. That's her second block kill of the night. And that's a block on, that was number 22 swinging at that ball. And Caroline Civils. Mary Tays serves. We get an outside swing. Riley Thomas makes a pass. Abby tips and gets a kill. Caldwell's girls was looking for a lift. The blocker came down and just pushed that ball up with one hand. And that caused Coach White to call his second time out of this first set. And Caldwell's got an 11-18 lead. that's wonderful news for Caldwell County because he's only got 2 timeouts. We'll go back to the station for a 30-second break. This WPKY Online.
Trice Hughes wants your vehicle to last as long as possible. It's getting cooler, and that brings on the yellow light on your dash. Tire pressure. When the temperature drops, so does your tire pressure. This can cause a warning. Stop by Trice Hughes, and they'll check your tires and get rid of that stubborn light.
Trice Hughes is here for you and any questions you may have about your vehicle. Buy your next vehicle from the home team. Find them on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or at tricehughes.com.
Welcome back to Cab Gymnasium. I'm Sue Stone. I'm here with Johnny Stone. We're 18-11 in first set of the first round of the state tournament. Lady Tiger volleyball team against McCracken Mustangs. Mary Tays is serving. She's got the whistle. Serves the ball up. They go to the outside, swing. Olivia Mitchell digs. She gets the set right back to her. She tips over the block. They dig it up. Ribeiro's going to set to the outside. She swings over the blocks, out of bounds. And that came from Jenna Henshaw, the outside hitter from McCracken County.
Caldwell 19, McCracken 11.
Mary serves again. It's her 4th straight serve of this service rotation. Get a swing. Oh, man, Riley Thomas has to do a diving dig. That ball was going to land in the corner. We send them a little roll shot back, go to the middle, down. And they're going to call double contact on the setter. You know what? I'm betting McCracken County's not used to that. And that will be another score for Mary in the service rotation. She goes back and serves again. Ribero makes a pass. Setter sets the ball behind her. And Jada Harris hits that ball straight down on the 10-foot line. And with a little emphasis, I believe she's a little bit fired up.
She's left-handed.
Left-handed.
Powerful hit.
6'2".
Powerful hit.
It's going to make it really tough, Caldwell, to put somebody in front of her. Being left-handed, however, she's in front of Olivia Mitchell, so that's our best opportunity to get a big block in front of her. And we've got Bailey Boland for McCracken County to serve the ball. Kendall goes outside to Olivia. She goes right between the blockers again. And this time scores a kill, and Addie Griggs rotates back to the service line. She's got the whistle. They set the right side, and she swings cross court. She's left-handed also, and that wasn't Harris. I wasn't sure who that was. That was, I can't see her number.
Number 21.
21.
She's going back to serve.
Adele Magliano.
She served that ball right-handed.
Olivia hits it off the blockers again. She tools it off right between Harris and 22. That's Civils. Kendall Prow goes back and serves the ball. It's an overpass. Olivia tips it over. McCracken County's in the net, trying to get a block on Olivia. She's putting an overpass down. Kendall goes back.
Caldwell 23, McCracken 13.
And Kendall serves the ball out of bounds. You know, she's serving aggressive. We've got a pretty good lead. You don't want to get too crazy, but you want to keep the pressure on McCracken County because they've been in this situation before, and they're not going to collapse.
No. You need to finish out the set and get ready for war.
Olivia Blackwell has entered the game to serve from McCracken County. The whistle. Riley Thomas makes a pass. They go to Savannah Scott, left-hander on the outside. She swings. They play it up and gets a kill. That's Savannah's first kill of the night. And that puts Caldwell County at a critical set point for this first set. She's got 10 opportunities to score, Caldwell does. Olivia goes back. She's got the whistle. She serves. They're going to be out of system. Sutter has to run the ball down. We get a free ball. Mary Tays makes a pass. Kendall goes to Olivia in the back row. Olivia tips over the blocker and scores. No, they're saying she pancaked it, so we're still in play. Olivia's going to swing. They play it up. They go outside. They swing back and score, and that is from Caroline Civils. Caldwell County thought that ball hit the floor, but the officials call that a pancake, which the diving McCracken player got her hand under the ball flat. The ball just bounces off her hand as it's under it between the ball and the floor, and it's a legal play. McCracken goes back and serves. Thomas makes the pass. Kendall dumps it. They play it up. They're not fooled by that. They go outside. and goes off of Riley Thomas's outreached hands, and that's going to be a score for McCracken County. And that was number 15, Olivia Blackwell. And the server is, I think that's is it a number 12, Johnny? I'm having trouble reading their numbers.
I believe it's 12.
Thomas makes the pass. Kendall goes to Scott in the middle. She's blocked. We play it up, go to Olivia in the back row. She goes angle, swings, he scores! Caldwell County wins the first set, 25-16, and I cannot tell you how huge that is this first round of state tournament. We'll go back to the station for a brief break while we, between sets, final score was 25-15, Caldwell County. And this is WPKY Online. I'm Sue Stone here with Johnny Stone and state tournament.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
Good luck to all Tiger athletes from Bella Marie Boutique. Go Tigers!
Now more than ever, we value time with family, and we reflect on the time we wish we had spent when we could. Pennyroyal Hospice makes it possible for you to spend quality time at home with your loved one in the most crucial time of their life. Pennyroyal Hospice is taking even more safety precautions during this time to ensure your safety. Pennyroyal Hospice. It's about living to the fullest.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for our Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all of the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Tate Van Hooser, Addie Vinson, Lily Horde, and Easton Kizzy.
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. I'm Sue Stone here with Johnny Stone as we're calling the first round of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Caldwell County is hosting against McCracken County Lady Mustangs. We're exceedingly pleased to be able to do this game, to do it on radio, as well as to have the live video feed, and especially thankful to our sponsors.
Princeton Family Care has been located in Princeton since 2008. It is owned and operated by Mary James, nurse practitioner. Mrs. James been doing family practice for 25 years, community and family oriented. A small clinic with a huge heart to help others. Ms. James and staff are here to help this community the best way they can. If you need help, do not have insurance, worried about the payment, or other concerns, just please give them a call.
And like we mentioned earlier, Farmers Bank and Trust in Princeton also has been sponsoring volleyball broadcasts all season long. We're very grateful to them and the service that they provide to this community. Lady Tigers just won the first set. That is huge in the best 3 out of 5 contest. Getting that first win under your belt is just monumental. And it's a great confidence booster for the Lady Tigers, and lets them know that, you know, we're in this. We've got a chance to move on.
I've got Olivia Mitchell with 9 kills in that first one. Abby Griggs had 1 kill, but she had 2 block kills. Kendall had 1. Savannah Scott had 1.
That's exactly what I had, Joe.
Caldwell played great defense.
Great defense. I wasn't keeping up with the digs. The action's a little bit too fast for me to do that and talk all at the same time.
Here we go.
We've got Addie Sullinger serving the first serve of the second set, and McCracken County comes back, and Jenna Henshaw makes a hitting error on the outside, and Addie goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. Libero makes a pass to the setter. Setter goes outside again. Olivia Mitchell digs, and Kendall has to just tip the ball over. We're going to get a free ball. Riley Thomas makes the pass. Go to Abby Griggs. She swings off the block, scores. And that's Addie's first kill of the second set. Addie Sullinger goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. Serves again. This time they go to the right side. They throw it down the line. Olivia Mitchell makes a diving dig. It goes all the way over the net, and it's going to score. She's going to get a kill out of that. Olivia had to dig. That was well-placed ball.
That's not usually the kind of kills that Olivia Mitchell gets.
No, but we'll take them any way we can get them tonight. Addie Sullinger goes back and serves again. They go to the right side, swings hard and deep, and it goes out of bounds. And they've got a couple of left-handers on their team. I think that's Caroline Civils. Hits that ball out of bounds. Addie goes back, serves again, her 5th serve of the set. Setter goes to the middle, and she's blocked by Abby, but they keep it alive, but they can't run it down. That'll be Abby's first block kill of the second set. 3rd block kill of the evening. And that's turning into be a huge game changer for us. That was Adele Magliano. This time they go outside. Henshaw swings off and just clips off of Riley Thomas's attempt to dig the ball, and that will be Jenna Henshaw's.
The score is Caldwell 5, McCracken 1.
And McCracken County server
number 14.
Number 14, that's Bailey Boland. She comes in, she's got the whistle. She serves the ball up and is going to get an ace off of Riley Thomas. That was a deep serve ball. Riley was moving backwards, but just not able to get in front of that ball.
That was a tough serve.
It was a tough serve.
Really effective serve.
And Boland's going to go back. She's got the whistle. Looking to serve it again. She serves it to Riley. Riley passes a good pass to Kendall. Kendall goes to Abby Scott, and Abby just rolls that ball off the block.
Abby Griggs, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I thought I said.
You said Abby Scott.
I'm sorry. Abby Griggs gets a kill. Mary Tays goes back, serves the ball deep and out of bounds. That's our 3rd service error of the night, first one of this set. You got to serve aggressive. We can't stack too many of them up, but you got to serve aggressive. Can't fault them for that. And the server for McCracken County, I think, was 21. Is that who it is, Johnny? Adele?
Yes, number 21.
Yeah, Magliano, and she gets an ace. Close the score up a little bit.
6-4, Caldwell.
She got the whistle and serves it into the net. And trade out service errors, we'll take that. Kendra Winters enters the game as Abby Scott rotates back to the service line. Abby Griggs rotates back to the service line. I don't know why I got Abby Scott in my mind. And McCracken County comes back with a kill for Caroline Civils on the right side. It's been a long time since Abby Scott wore a uniform of any kind for Caldwell County.
Yes, it has.
And it never was volleyball. McCracken County's got the ball back. And that's Olivia Blackwell, goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle.
Score 7, Caldwell 5, McCracken.
Addie Sullinger makes the pass. Winters gets the dig. Gets the set. She just tips the ball over. We pass it back to Kendall. Go outside to Olivia. She swings off the block and scores. Olivia's getting high enough, but she's able to tool off those blocks, and I'm sure McCracken County's not used to that because they've got some big blockers.
She's going over the top of their blockers.
Sitting off the top of their hands, and that's working to her advantage. Kendall Proud goes back to the service line and gets an ace. Gets an ace off of their libero, Patty Wilson. And she's a very good libero. She's not going to get many of those, but we'll take what we can get. Serves right back to her. She makes a good pass to the setter. It goes to the right side. She swings. Coach Courtner, girls are running after the ball. Coach Courtner steps up and says, no, not diving into the bleachers. Just give that one away, and we'll go back to the McCracken County will go back to the service line and waiting on the whistle. That is that number 12, Johnny? Can you tell who that is?
I could not tell.
Serves the ball out of bounds. And I'm having a lot of trouble seeing their numbers. But it was an error nonetheless. Caldwell County gets the ball back. Olivia Mitchell goes to the service line. She's got the serve. Setter's going outside. Mary Tays makes the dig. Kendall goes to Olivia in the back row. She tips over the blockers. They keep it alive. They're going to push it back over to us. Mary Tays passes it to, she's got 2 big blockers, but she's able to roll it off of them. They just send us tried to send us a little roll shot from the libero. Doesn't clear the net, and Olivia's going to score.
Is that going to count as a kill?
That will not count as a kill. That was a hitting error from the libero on their side. Olivia Mitchell goes back to the service line. She serves. They get a good pass to their setter. Setter goes to the right side. They tip it just off of the block. Outreach hands Mary Tays and scores.
He scored Caldwell 11, McCracken 7.
And that was Jada Hayes, and she came across the front line with just one kill before she rotates back off, and that's good news for Caldwell. Wilson goes back to the service line. Mary Tays makes the dig. Kendall sets behind her. Ooh, she pushes it just a little too far to Kendra Winters, and she's not able to get that ball over the net. Kendra was coming in for a quick set, but he just pushed a little too far. Wilson goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. Serves it. Riley Thomas passes it up. Olivia gets the set, and she hits it out of bounds from the back row. Caldwell cannot afford to stack up too many errors as Coach Kortner is going to bring Lily Horde in the game, and Kendra Winters sits down. They're platooning, kind of filling in the void that's created by Kennedy Thomas not being here, and Lily a little better blocker, maybe Kendra maybe a little better hitter. We're in rally, and Mary sees a hole down the left line, and she just throws that ball down the corner and gets the kill. And then Lily leaves the game as Riley Thomas goes back to the service line. They pass the ball to their setter. She goes back. Nope, she goes to the middle. They roll it over. Thomas makes the pass. Kendall tries to go behind her to Savannah Scott, and she double contacts the ball. And Coach Kortner steps up with some instructions. The setter, Piper Molinax, goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. And, ball's coming over to her. I think Johnny could get in the game if he chose to. That's going to go down as an ace for Piper. All right, Caldwell was a little out of sorts right there for a second. Want to make sure we get settled back down, make a good pass here, which we do. Kendall goes outside to Abby. Abby tips over the blockers. They make a diving dig, but not able to secure the ball. And Abby's going to get her third kill this set. And that makes, with the rotation, Savannah Scott leads the game, and Addie Sullinger comes in to play back row for Savannah.
13-11.
And Addie rattled off 5 straight points to start the game, so let's see if she can do that again. Got it outside. Oh, there was nobody in line to protect it, to get that ball. Went right around the blocker, and there wasn't anybody within 3 feet of that. So I think that was just a little bit of a mix-up on defensive positions. That shouldn't happen very often. McCracken comes back with Bailey Boland ready to serve. She's gotten 1 ace in the game so far. And her first round serving. She serves the ball. Addie Sullinger, not able to get a good play, but we keep it alive. Olivia just passes it over. They go right side. They tip it over. Kendall Proud digs it up. Olivia hits it on second ball, and it lands right on the line. Chuck Standifer's right there on top of that ball. Olivia gets her third kill of the night. And Mary Tays rotates back to the service line. She missed her first serve in the second set, but she gets this one in. Libero makes a pass to the setter. They go right side, cross court, and out of bounds. Mary's going to go back to the service line. She's got the whistle. Libero makes a pass. Setter goes to the middle. Middle goes angle. Right around the block and between Riley Thomas and Olivia Mitchell. And that was the middle hitter, Adele Magliano, and she also rotates back to the service line. Is that right, Johnny?
That's correct.
I'm blocked by the
number 21
official stand. I can't see her. Kendall goes to Abby. Abby tips over the block. They play it up. They go behind. They push it to the corner. Mary Tays digs it up. Kendall dumps it deep to the corner, and that ball lands in bounds. Kendall gets her first kill of the second set. We've got 4 Tigers with kills so far in this set, sharing the wealth. Abby Griggs goes back to the service line, and Lily Horde leaves the game. And actually, Riley Thomas left. She was in for Lily, and we've got Kendra Winters back in the game. Another great dig by Mary Tays. Get the ball over to Olivia Mitchell, and she puts the kill down. And these digs is what's keeping Caldwell County in this game. That was a great dig by Mary Tays. Abby Griggs goes back and serves again, serves it into the net. Caldwell still has the lead at 17-14 as Abby Griggs leaves the game and Riley Thomas enters the game. And we've got Olivia Blackwell serving for McCracken County. She's got the whistle, serves the ball. Eddie Sullinger makes the pass. Kendall sets Olivia in the middle. Olivia pushes over the blocks, deep to the corner, and lands in bounds and scores. Olivia's seeing the court about as well as I've seen her see it as McCracken County calls their first timeout of the second set. They're down 14-18. This is WPKY Online. Sue Stone back to the station for a 30-second break.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
This is Leanne for Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. It is hard to get new inventory into the store, but we've got it. Just call us Sectional City. We have several beautiful sectionals ready and waiting to come to your home. If you're spending more time at home, why not do it comfortably with some new furniture? We always have great financing as well. Shop in person safely or shop online or call for an appointment today.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Back at the Cab Gymnasium, I'm Sue Stone. I'm here with Johnny Stone. First round of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Caldwell County Lady Tigers in a battle with the Mustangs from McCracken County. And the Lady Tigers lead 1-0, and they're up in this set 18-14, forcing McCracken County to call their first timeout. They only get 2. Coach Whitus didn't want to call it early in the match, like in the set, like he had to the first set. But he doesn't want to get a lot of separation in this game either.
Caldwell County's ready to serve. Kendall Proud serving.
She's got the whistle. Libero makes a pass. They're out of system. They're going to go to their outside. She does get a good swing, tools off the block, and scores. And I believe that was, it came from the outside swing, but I believe that was Jada Harris that did it. She's their middle blocker. She was receiving on the outside, took her first swing from out there. Can you see who that is? I think that's Olivia Blackwell.
18, I believe.
18, that would be Caroline Civils. Anyway, we're in rally. Jada Hayes gets set behind the setter, and she gets her third kill of the set.
Just like that, score 18-16.
And McCracken County serves the ball. Mary Taze makes the pass. Kendall runs the ball down. She's trying to get it up to Olivia Mitchell. We just send them a free ball. It's pretty ugly. Setter dumps it on the first ball, and that's Piper Molinax's first kill of the match. We do not want to let McCracken County take the lead this late in the set if we can help it at all. Thomas makes a pass. I don't know what Kendall's trying to do. She really needs to get that ball up. She's trying to do something enforcing the ball. We've got to send better balls over to McCracken County. Ball goes out to Olivia. Olivia tips it over the blockers. They send it out to their outside. She swings, lands on the line. And McCracken County's got a little run going on. That came from Jenna.
4-point run.
Henshaw, and Coach Kortner calls his first time out of the match with the score 18-18. We'll go back to this station for a 30-second break. WPKY Online.
U-Ride has upped their game. As a matter of fact, it's a whole new ball game. It's an all-new sales team, bringing 33 years of experience to work for you. They're here to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely with a personalized hometown feel. More variety with better quality. On-the-lot financing, and you can apply safely online at uridesales.com. Call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff. U-Ride on the Marion Road, Princeton, 270-365-3018.
Welcome back. Cab Gymnasium, Caldwell County Lady Tigers taking on the McCracken Mustangs in the first round of state volleyball tournament. Score is 18-18. We just coming out of a timeout. McCracken County is serving the ball and just tied it up. Caldwell had a 4-point lead, and that's going away. McCracken County serves the ball. Wiley Thomas passes the ball up. It's not a good pass. We're going to have to send them a free ball. They pass it up to the setter. Goes to their big hitter. Mary Taze makes a great dig, not hardly able to keep it in play, and that's going to be Jada Harris's fourth kill of this set.
McCracken County takes the first lead at 19-18.
Their first lead of the game, I might say. McCracken County goes back, serves the ball again, and Thomas just pretty much fights that ball off. We're going to send them a free ball. pass that ball up to libero. She's going to set the outside. Outside swings into the net, and we really needed that break.
Yeah, we did.
And that gets Olivia Mitchell back to the service line. Score still tied. She's got the whistle. She serves the ball to libero. Push the ball up. Setter goes outside. Swings. Henshaw. Thomas makes the dig. Kendall goes to Olivia. Olivia hits into the block, but the blocker's able to keep it alive. They go back row. Angle. And I think McCracken County has spied a weakness in Caldwell County. They keep going to this left side angle, this left corner deep, and they're having some success with that. And that came from 18. I think that's Caroline Sivers. And libero goes back and serves the ball. Olivia overpasses the receive and is met at the middle by Adele Magliano, and she gets killed. The libero goes back, serve again. Coach Portner calls his second timeout of the set with McCracken County up 21-19. We'll take a 30-second break. I'm Sue Stone, here with Johnny Stone, WPKY.
Black Patch Grill says, "Go Tigers. Good luck this season."
The road to recovery from heart or lung complications starts at Caldwell Medical Center. Their skilled staff offer individualized outpatient treatment plans based on each patient's diagnosis to help minimize symptoms, reduce disability, and improve independence. All right here, close to home. For more information, visit caldwellmedical.com or call 270-365-0300. That's 270-365-0300.
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. Just coming out of a second timeout. Caldwell County's used both her timeouts now. McCracken County leads 21-19 in this second set. Liberos for McCracken County's got the whistle. Serves the ball. Riley Thomas makes a pass. Kendall goes to Savannah Scott in the middle. She tips over the blockers. They pass it to the setter. Setter goes outside, and they're serving. They're hitting to the same spot. We're over-rotating.
Riley's over-rotating.
We're over-rotating just a little bit, and they've scored about 3 in a row right there in that spot. That's Jenna Henshaw with the kill. And Patty Wilson serves again. Savannah tips around the blockers. Going to have a back row attack. Comes off the net. Might have been going out of bounds. Savannah wasn't sure. She tries to play it up, and it goes off her arm. And that'll be a kill. I think that came from the back row, didn't it, Johnny?
Yes,
Yeah.
23, McCracken 19, Caldwell.
Mary Tays makes a pass. Olivia gets the swing from the back row. They go outside. Henshaw swings. Mary Tays tries to close up that hole because it's going to the same spot. We had to send them a free ball, but at least we kept it alive. They do a slide behind the setter, play it up. Olivia goes back row. They play it up. Setter sets her outside. That's Henshaw. She swings back to that same corner. We play it up. Kendall Proud pushes it deep to the corner. Setter goes to the middle, and they score in that left corner again. And that's Adele Magliano with the kill. Good rally that time.
Scored 24, McCracken, 19, Caldwell.
This is set point for McCracken County. We're going to get a ball out of system. That's a tough ball to hit, coming from over your head like that. Mary Tays hits it into the net. And McCracken County wins the second set, 25-19.
They finished that with, it was 18-18. And we scored 1. They scored 7.
Yeah, and we had an 18-14 lead when McCracken called their only time out of that set.
You're correct.
So they went on quite a run, and that's the kind of thing that Caldwell cannot let McCracken County do if we're going to stay in this match. Because McCracken County can be deadly, A, when they get confidence, and B, when they start getting long runs, scoring a lot of momentum, a lot of points in a row. We'll go to the station for about a 2-minute break, and we'll come back to start the third set of this best 3 out of 5.
Hello, I'm Jason Redford, Community President, First Southern National Bank. When First Southern National Bank says we believe in you, it means we also believe certain things about you. We believe that you want to live a life of margin, where you can balance spending, saving, and giving. We believe that you want to make wise financial decisions to enable that kind of living. Because we believe in you, we are here for you every step of the way. Visit fsmb.net to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pennyrile Home Medical hopes all Tiger athletes have a great season. Go Tigers!
Deer season's right around the corner, so if you happen to bag that big buck with your vehicle, let Trice Hughes' Collision Center go to work for you. Call or stop by for a free estimate.
Great people make up our home team at Trice Hughes. Trice Hughes is here for you and any questions you may have about your vehicle. Buy your next vehicle from the home team. Find them on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or at tricehughes.com.
Magnolia 2 wants to wish all Tiger athletes the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
For a delicious meal, try Kay's Kitchen in Princeton. They have great home cooking, just like Mom and Grandma used to do. Enjoy cook-to-order breakfast every day, all day. Daily lunch specials include favorites like open-faced roast beef, grilled chicken tenderloins, country fried steak, smoked pork chops, and catfish and shrimp on Fridays. All your favorite veggies, too. And don't forget Kay's homemade desserts. Open Monday through Thursday, 5 to 2, Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 5:30 to 11. Kay's Kitchen, 501 North Jefferson Street, Princeton, 1 block from the courthouse.
Do you or a family member have a disability that restricts you from being able to use all of your home or business? The licensed staff at Pennyrile Home Medical have the solutions. They sell and install stair lifts, elevators, aluminum ramps, walk-in showers, tub lifts, bathroom safety items, and much more at the lowest prices around. Rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. Call 1-800-445-8002. Pennyrile Home Medical, veteran and locally owned for 35 plus years.
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. We're in play for the third set of the first round of the state volleyball tournament. McCracken County came out and served the first ball and got an ace. Then served the second ball and we scored. And Mary Taser just went back and served our first serve, and McCracken County hits it out of bounds. So that'll put Caldwell up 2-1 in this third set, with McCracken with 1 set win and Caldwell County with 1. Mary serves it again. They set behind them. She goes cross court off the arms of Addie Sullinger and scores. And I believe that was number 6, Jenna Henshaw, and she leaves the game. And 14 will come in, Bailey Boland to serve. She's got the whistle.
The score is 2-2.
She serves the ball. Mary Tage plays it up. Abby Griggs tips around the block. Ball goes to the right side. They hit off of the block. This time they're able to tool off the block. Excuse me, that's Caroline Civils. She tools off the block and gets killed. And Bailey Bowen goes back and serves again to get waiting for the whistle to serve again. And the ball's in play. And she serves it deep and out of bounds. Might want to mention I've been using Kendra Winters' name as playing in the front row so far, and that's a mistake on my part. It usually was Kendra, but Katie Minster's playing tonight in Katie's absence. We're in rally. McCracken County made a swing. Abby Griggs made a great dig. McCracken County's bringing it back. Hits cross court. Addie Sullinger digs. We go out to Olivia. Olivia hits it over the block. They're going to tip it. Nope, she tried to set it. I thought tip was the only option she really had. She tried to set it, landed on the line. Caldwell gets the ball anyway. She was trying to save that ball. Abby Griggs goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. The barrel makes the pass. Setter goes outside. Swing. I don't think that ball crossed the net. Neither did the officials. They're going to call that 4 contacts. And that's the number I've been having trouble reading, Johnny, but that's Drew Mullinax from McCracken County. Abby Griggs goes back, serves again. Rivero makes the pass to Setter. Setter goes to the middle. It's not a great set. She mishit it, and that's probably why our defense wasn't able to collapse on the ball. She gets killed. She really don't care what it looks like.
She threw us a change-up.
Yeah, it was Adele Magliano. And then she rotates back to the service line. Yes, and serves it at Addie Sullinger. It's an overpass. They pass it up. Go to their outside swings. Thomas makes the dig. Olivia gets the set. And we barely keep it alive off of the block and not able to put it down. And the block came from Jada Hayes. And It's 20 Caroline Civils. Thomas makes the dig, the pass. Kendall sets Olivia. Olivia pushes it outside. They make a dig. We get a back row swing. Comes off the block and basically just hits Kendall, but she's called for a lift. And that's going to be a kill. I think that was from Dale Magliano from the back row.
That was two really good defensive plays by McCracken County.
Yeah, it really was. A diving save over there. Magliano serves it again. They're going to go to their right side, lefty, down the line, off of Riley Thomas. And that will be a score for Caroline Civils.
We're going to have to get control of that power hit.
Yeah, we're going to have to get McCracken out of system. They're just pretty much controlling the ball the way they want to. And fortunately, we get a service error that slows things down a little bit. Gets Kendall Prowl back here in the service position. Savannah Scott enters the game. Addie Sullinger sits down for Caldwell County.
County 7, Caldwell 6.
We got Katie Mincer in the front row with Olivia Mitchell and Savannah. There's an overpass, and Katie Mincer goes up and gets her first kill of the night. Comes in off the bench and steps right up there and confidently makes a kill.
That's good. That's really good.
Kendall Prowl goes back, serves again. Attack from the right side, outside. Thomas makes a dig. Olivia gets set. They block us. They attack on second ball. Water's defense never did get back into position. And that'll be a score. I couldn't see for sure who hit that ball. I think it was that Drew Molinex. And now we've got Olivia Blackwell serving from McCracken County. She serves it. Mary Tays passes it up. Kendall sets it. Savannah Scott, she tips it over. They set the middle. She tips it over. Mincer tips it back. Outside to their outside. Mary Tays makes a dig. Kendall goes out to Olivia Mitchell. She's not able to get up to hit it, and they get a free ball. They try to tip it over. We push it back. They've got the ball alive. Oh, my goodness. We was not paying attention. That ball just came over the net uncontested. And we let that ball flop around that many times, and somebody's going to hit it. And Jada Hayes just came up and put that ball down. We just let that ball come over completely uncontested. That can't happen. And Olivia Blackwell goes back to serve again. She's got the whistle. Thomas makes the pass. Kendall goes behind her to Olivia Mitchell. Olivia hits down the line. Ribeiro makes a good dig. Oh, I think that was a double contact all day. So did Richard Hornbeek. Calls a double contact. And Caldwell's going to get the score.
I got that with Olivia Mitchell's first kill of the match. Of the game.
I don't know that would technically be a kill because they made the pass. It was an error on their setter. Olivia serves the ball. They set behind them on the right side. She hits cross court and gets killed. That's Drew Molinex.
Your score, McCracken 10, Caldwell 8.
Molinex rotates back to the back row. She's got the whistle for her first serve of the set. Ball's up. Mary Tays makes the pass. Kendall steps back. She sets Mary on the outside. Mary tries to go down the line. Ball comes right back at her. She plays it up with her foot, which is legal, except that it never crossed the net, and so it'd be considered 4 contacts. And so Molinex goes back, serve again. Thomas does not make the pass, and that's going to go down as an ace for Blackwell, and McCracken County's getting a little separation in the score as they go up 12-8, and Coach Kortner calls his first timeout of this third set. We'll take a 30-second station break. WPKY online.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
Back to the Cab Gymnasium. Lady Tiger volleyball team's taking on the McCracken County Mustangs. We're in the third set of the best 3 out of 5, first round of the state tournament. And Caldwell County came out on fire the first 2 sets, but we're a little sluggish right now.
We're not bringing much offense.
I've got 1 kill in this set, and the rest have been on errors and not generating a lot of offense right now. Olivia sends a roll shot from the back row. They come back from the outside. Again, Johnny, they're hitting that ball right at me. If our defense would stand right in front of me, I believe they'd play most of those balls up.
Yep.
And that's Jenna Henshaw.
For some reason or other, we're really over-rotating, expecting the ball to be hit on our right side, and it's hit right in the middle.
They've demonstrated they're capable to hit down the line, and that's what the rotation defense does, is protects down the line. But we've got to be able to protect that cross shot court too, which is exposed if you don't have double blockers, and we're not getting a double block out there on that outside hitter. They set that ball on a slide to Jada Harris coming out of the middle to the right side, and she gets killed, and that's her second kill this set. Mullinax goes back. This is her 4th serve of this second set. And McCracken County's getting a little separation in the score, scores an ace. And right now, Caldwell County is not showing a lot of energy, not showing a lot of, got to make it happen type thing. Lily Horde had been in the game, and Katie Mincer comes back in, takes Lily's place. Riley Thomas passes the ball up. Mary sends the ball up to Olivia. Olivia just sends a free ball over. They go middle, and Mincer was able to get hands on the ball. Jada Hayes was way up in the air to attack it, but we just could not stop it, and Harris gets her 3rd kill of the set.
The score is 16, McCracken 8, Caldwell.
Mullinax serves again. Kendall goes. She tries to go to Savannah Scott right in front of Harris, who's 6'2", right in front of Savannah, and I'm not sure what was going on there, but anyway, it's a block kill for Harris. And this is the 7th serve for Mullinax in a row. And she clips the net and gets another ace. And right now, Caldwell County's got to be going, what do I do? What do I do? Coach Kortner says, I'm going to call timeouts. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the bleeding, tell these girls to settle down. They need to come back in and get some of their confidence and energy back. We'll take a 30-second break at the station and be back.
We're looking for coverage of your favorite players and favorite teams across the area. Don't settle for anything less than the experienced and award-winning coverage you will find at yoursportsedge.com. The YSE crew is known for bringing you the coverage you want and the way you have come to expect. Nothing less will do at yoursportsedge.com.
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. I'm Sue Stone here with Johnny Stone. We're in the 3rd set of the 1st round of the Kentucky State Volleyball Tournament. Caldwell County playing McCracken County. McCracken County is up 18-8. Johnny, Caldwell hasn't scored a point between both their timeouts. McCracken County's on a 10-point run. Kendall tries to dump the ball. It doesn't work. They go back row. Thankfully, they hit it into the net. I think that came from Mullinax, and
we needed that one really bad.
Caldwell gets a serve opportunity. We've not even served all the way around yet. Riley Thomas goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. She serves the ball. They make a pass to the setter. Setter goes outside. Henshaw swings. Thomas lines right up in front of her, just like we thought she could. Olivia swings. They play it back. Harris tips it over, and Kendall's going to be called in the net. Played the ball up. Oh, they call it okay. It's number 4 into the net. And that really wasn't Kendall's fault. The ball was played up right against the net. She had to try to play it, and it was right on the net. She couldn't do anything with it. McCracken County goes back. Libero serves the ball. Kendall sets Abby Griggs. And Abby gets a good swing and a kill, and that's only the 2nd kill for Caldwell County. Abby's been on the bench a long time. Maybe she's ready to come out here and fire off some points. Vivian Mitchell is in the back row. Addie Sullinger goes back to the service line. Addie serves the ball. They set the right side. Olivia Mitchell digs it up. Olivia's going to send a free ball over the middle. Setter goes outside. Henshaw swings. Riley Thomas makes a good dig. Abby pushes it deep to the corner and scores. Finally, a little life from the Lady Tigers in this third set. You make a good dig. You make a good, people start moving around. Abby's come out here and give them a little life, and Addie Sullinger goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. They make a good pass to the setter. Setter goes back behind her. Olivia Mitchell passes the ball up. They said Abby's swinging. She's wanting that ball. Feed the beast. Feed the beast. That's what it is. And all of a sudden, Caldwell County's closed the gap, and Coach Whitus calls his first time out of the set with the score 12 Caldwell, 19 McCracken. We'll be back in 30 seconds, WPKY.
You're listening to Caldwell Volleyball on WPKY Princeton.
Fortner Gas is a full-service propane company offering services in western Kentucky. You'll find offices located in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website and discover the many services and products available to you at Fortner Gas. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they are already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If not, they'd love to be. Contact Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
I'm Sue Stone. I'm here at the Cab Gymnasium with Johnny Stone. We're in the third set of the best 3 out of 5 first round of the volleyball state tournament. Addie Sullinger's just got the whistle to serve the ball coming out of a timeout. They go outside, swing. Riley was in the right spot. She was in the right spot. She just couldn't play that ball up. And that's okay. Jenna Henshaw gets
went right over her.
It went. She was trying to pass the ball the form, and that ball was hit a little bit high, deep in the corner. Her hands might have been better, but anyway, at least we was in the right spot. The setter goes back, serves the ball. Addie Sullinger makes a pass. Abby Scott gets. Abby Griggs gets the set. She tips it out of bounds.
Oh, she tipped that ball out of bounds?
She tipped that ball out of bounds.
I thought it was in.
So we got Piper Mullinax, the setter, serving the ball again. And we set Olivia in the back row. She swings it over. They go outside. That's Henshaw. Still going for that deep corner. And this time Riley lets it go, and it goes out of bounds.
That one was close. Right in front of us.
I mean, it's very obvious that they've got a plan. They're going to that deep corner, and it's been working. Mary Tays goes back to the service line, and she serves it out of bounds. When you're down 3 points away from losing this third set, we really can't afford to miss too many serves at this point. Of course, that's only our first missed serve of this set, but we haven't served very many in this set.
No, not too many.
And we've got Bailey Boland serving from McCracken County.
He scored McCracken 22, Caldwell 13.
And that ball goes out of bounds.
They floated right out of bounds, too.
And we definitely needed that. Abby Griggs goes back to the service line. I hate to see her leave the front row. She brought us a real spark.
We need 10 in a row right now, Abby.
Maybe she can bring us a spark at the service line. They serve the ball up. They're a little bit out of system's got to go angle. And she did go angle, but Scott Colley, line judge, calls that ball as it did not pass inside the antennas, which it has to do completely to be legal. Abby goes back, serves it again. They go middle. Addie Sullinger digs. We go Olivia. She goes over the blocks, but they play it. They go right side, swing. We got a great dig. Addie Sullinger went over the net, but it's still alive. They tried to set the right side. She just pushes it over. Kendall dumps the ball. They keep it alive. Going to be a ball from the libero. Abby Griggs makes the pass. Kendall goes outside Olivia. Olivia just muscles it through the blockers. And that's Olivia's first kill of this set. And we can't have that kind of action very often when we don't get Olivia in the game more quicker than this. She's in it now. We've still got time. We can rattle off 6 points, even this game up. Addie Griggs goes back, serves it again. They pass the ball up, go right side. She goes cross-court, and Addie Sullinger's not able to handle the ball. And that'll be a kill for Adele Magliano. And then she rotates back to the service line. She's got the whistle. And she serves the ball. And Mary Tays gets an ace.
They scored 24. McCracken 16, Caldwell.
And this is set point. This would put McCracken County up 2-1, trying to prevent that from happening. And, oh, man, She hits the tape. It goes over the net, which is legal in today's volleyball, and that gives McCracken County the 25-16 win, and they go up 2-1 for Caldwell, and that kind of makes it a little more complicated for Caldwell. We'll go back to the station for a 2-minute station break, catch up on some of our sponsors, and we'll be back at the gym, WPKY.
This is Carol at the Woodall Agency. I'm asking you for the opportunity to give you a quote for your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, or mobile home. With competitive rates and several companies to choose from, you'll be getting the insurance that is right for you. Premiums keep getting higher. Give me a call today at 365-5541 or 601-5001 at our Lyon County office. We would love to have you as part of our Woodall Agency family.
U-Ride has upped their game. As a matter of fact, it's a whole new ball game. It's an all-new sales team, bringing 33 years of experience to work for you. They're here to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely with a personalized hometown feel. More variety with better quality. On-the-lot financing, and you can apply safely online at uridesales.com. Call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff. U-Ride on the Marion Road, Princeton, 270-365-3018.
YourSportsEdge.com. We promised a new day in local sports coverage, and we delivered. But don't take our word for it.
Kudos to the Sports Edge. You guys have been the best sports coverage I've seen in the state during the pandemic has been from the Sports Edge. And kudos to the whole news and sports family there, because you guys have done a great job.
YourSportsEdge.com.
I'm Clay Farless, and I'm a lender at Farmers Bank. From diapers to daycare to groceries, we are constantly looking for ways to save money at my house. We recently refinanced and saved more than a full % on our interest rate on a loan that was just over a year old. Rates are near all-time lows, so whether you're refinancing or buying, now's the time to apply online at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the cab. This is Johnny Stone. Remember our sponsor tonight. One of our sponsors, Princeton Family Care, been located in Princeton since 2008. Is owned and operated by Mary James, nurse practitioner. Miss James been doing family practice for 25 years. Community and family oriented. Small clinic with a huge heart. We're getting ready to play the fourth set of this best 3 out of 5. McCracken County has a 2-1 advantage in sets, which Caldwell's been in this spot before. McCracken County's been in this spot before. So all we have to do is come out and play hard.
Absolutely. Getting ready to start the game. And I also want to appreciate our other sponsor for tonight's game in Princeton's Farmers Bank and Trust. They sponsored volleyball matches all year on the radio, and we really appreciated the opportunity to do them, and appreciate them their service to the community.
McCracken County starts out with the first point.
And we've got number 14, Bailey Bolin serves from McCracken County. Kendall runs down the bad pass, not able to get it up where he can play it, and McCracken County scores a point. That'll go as an ace. And McCracken County's got the whistle. We're going to serve again. Addie Sillinger makes the dig. And Olivia Mitchell goes up and gets a kill. And that's got to happen. Olivia was pretty quiet that whole third set, and we can't afford to have a quiet set from Olivia ever.
No.
Abby Griggs goes back to the service line. She's got McCracken attacks from the right side. That's number 22, Caroline Civils, and she hits it into the net. Abby's going to go back Griggs and serve again. She's got the whistle. She serves. Libero makes the pass. They set the middle, and she gets a kill. That's Adele Nagliano. And seems like every time she gets a kill, she rotates back to the service position. And she's got the whistle. Addie passes it up. Olivia gets a set. And thank goodness, I'm glad to see Olivia up there swinging. And, man, she put a hurt on that ball. She killed it solid. Kendall Prowl.
Hit the ball down the line.
Kendall Prowl comes back to serve. Savannah Scott enters the game. Katie Mintzer's in the middle. And I think that was Jada Harris came up and got the kill from McCracken County. And number 15, Olivia Blackwell, enters the game for McCracken County. She's going to go back to serve. She's got the whistle. Mary Tays overpasses. They hit it, but we play it up. We see Olivia. She tips it past the block. They go to their middle. She tips it past us. Our block. Kendall goes Mary Tays back row. She tries to tip it over a blocker, but there wasn't any blocker there. They go outside. Riley Thomas makes the dig. We go outside. Olivia Mitchell makes the kill. That's our third kill of this set, Johnny. And we have to have that. We got to have some action out of Olivia.
Yes. Well, we're not been receiving the ball very well. We're not getting that first pass to our setter.
Olivia rotates back to the service line. She serves the ball. They make the pass to their setter. They go outside. Swing from the outside. Thomas makes the dig. And into the net. Kendall Prowl was not able to run it down. And that will be a kill for Jenna Henshaw. And McCracken County's server will be, I believe that is Drew Mullinax. That's the number we're having trouble reading, isn't it, Johnny?
Yes.
Riley Thomas makes the pass. Go Olivia back row. They play it up. They go outside. Henshaw. Thomas plays it up. We go back row to Olivia. Olivia goes around the block and on the line. Scott Colley makes the call. Olivia gets her fourth kill of the set.
I got her with 4.
That's what I have. We got 5 points. Olivia's got 4 kills. That tells you how this game needs to go. Riley Thomas goes back to serve as Abby Griggs comes back in the game. McCracken County sends us a little roll shot. Oh, that was Kendall was trying to set Abby Griggs, but she just overpassed her, and Abby couldn't get it. Ball goes down for a point for McCracken County.
Well, we missed a good chance that time.
Yeah, can you see the service to libero? So that'd be Patty Wilson.
It is.
And she serves the ball. Thomas makes the pass. We send him a free ball. A little miscommunication. What's going on with our hitters and our setter? We're going to have to get things alive. Well, I got lucky that time. Olivia makes a dig. It just bounces off of Savannah Scott. And we hit it over. Kendall Prowl makes a dig. It bounces off Savannah Scott, but we're not able to run it down. Caldwell County's feeling a little bit more of an urgency now. We got bodies flying in every direction. Olivia Mitchell's just dove off toward the bleachers, but not able to get the ball. Mullinax goes back, serves again. Thomas makes the pass. Savannah Scott rolls it over the blockers. I'm not sure. I thought that was not a lift, but officials didn't call it. We're out of system. We're going to send a free ball back to McCracken County. They pass it to their setter. They go outside, and Richard Holmbeck's going to call the setter on a double contact, and Caldwell's going to get the ball back.
Your score, Caldwell 6, McCracken 7.
Addie Sullinger enters the game as Savannah Scott, I believe, sits down. Addie serves the ball. The setter goes to the middle. She hits it right at Riley Thomas. Riley takes one for the team. Olivia hits it back over from back row. They go back to the middle. She hits it to Thomas again. This time she's not able to secure the ball, and Adele Magliano will score.
That girl's got a lot of kills tonight.
She has. And the setter rotates back to the serve position. That's Piper Mullinax. She serves the ball. Addie Sullinger overpasses on the receive. And the ball is met at the net by...
Don't lose hope. Call attorney Matt Schock in Princeton, Kentucky at 270-365-MATT. Matt has been working for nearly a decade.
Abby tips around the block. They make a diving dig. They keep it alive. Abby passes it to Kendall. Kendall dumps it on first ball. They dive for it, can't get it. They was a little bit out of system as they had 2 players had to dive for that ball to keep it alive in the first place. I think we might have lost connection there for a few minutes. Hopefully you're back in now. We're in play with Caldwell County trailing 7-9 in McCracken County in this fourth critical set Caldwell's got to win this set to stay in the game. We're in rally. Pass goes to Kendall. Kendall goes to Olivia. Olivia hits that ball down like a first-team All-State player should. And that's her fifth kill of this set. Mary Tays goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. Pass to the setters. Setter just punches the ball up. She's back row, so she couldn't attack it. Kendall pushes it out to Olivia. Olivia's blocked. And Riley Thomas was there, tried to play it up off the block and could not get to it. And McCracken County is going to get the ball back. And that is Bailey Boland coming in to serve from McCracken County. She's got the whistle. Caldwell trailing by 2 in this must-win set. Make overpass. Kendall Prowl goes up and gets a hand on the block. Keep it alive. Olivia sends it on over. Outside swings. Abby Griggs blocks it, but they play it up. They go back outside, swing down the line. Mary Tays makes a dig. Kendall comes out here and gets it to Olivia. Olivia hits it, and Mo Magliano gets a block kill. And I think that's the first time tonight that it's been a solid block kill against Olivia. Boland goes back. She's got the whistle. Addie Sullinger plays it up. We're going to be out of system. Riley Thomas is going to send a free ball over the net. Ball goes to the setter. Setter goes right side. And she comes in and takes a big swing. And that was Caroline Civils. And she gets a kill. Boland goes back.
McCracken County stretching it out a little bit.
Yeah, we got
to
can't have this separation here. We got to stop the bleeding right here. Got the whistle. Addie Sullinger passes it up. Mary Tays goes out to Olivia. Olivia just has to give him a little roll shot. Setter goes middle. Middle goes, somebody's in the net. And this time it was the hitter. Ball was set really close to the net. She hits the ball on her swing on a follow through. Caldwell gets the ball back. Abby Griggs goes back to the service line. Katie Minster enters the game. Riley Thomas sits down. Abby's got the whistle. And they make a good pass to the setter. She goes right side. Setter goes angle, cross court, out of bounds. And that was Caroline Civils, hits that ball out of bounds. She's the lefty that hits from the right side effectively. Abby goes back. She's got the whistle. Like to score 2 points here. Let's get this to a tie game. Comes from the outside with a roll shot. Olivia pushes it to Katie. Kendall goes back to Olivia. Olivia hits it hard. This time she angles off the block and gets killed.
Off the block.
Abby Griggs goes back to the service line.
McCracken 12, Caldwell 11.
This is a big point right here. Really need this point right here. Abby serves. Libero makes a pass. Setter goes back right side. Lefty swings. It's overpassed. Kendall hits it into the net. Katie Minster was able to keep it alive. They go middle. And she gets the kill, and that's at Adele Magliano. Caldwell made a little run. Closed the gap a little bit. Number 21 for McCracken County goes back to the service line after getting the kill. Addie Sullinger makes a pass. Kendall goes up. Mary Tays back row swings and gets it in. She gets her second kill of the night. No, excuse me, that's her first kill of the night.
Of the first of the match.
Of this set. Yeah, first kill of this set coming out of the back row. It was a good time to get one.
Nice swing.
Kendall Prowl goes back. She serves. And hits the line. Chuck Stanifer's looking right at it. And that's an ace.
We needed that one.
Now we've got a tie game. 13-13. Now we play a game to 12. Kendall serves again. They make a pass to the setter. Setter goes right side. She's blocked. Olivia plays it back up off of her own block. We go to Savannah Scott on the right side. She swings, but McCracken County's able to come back. And Caroline Civils gets the kill from the right side. They're doing a lot of right side setting. Really would like to see get a blocker on her. Slow that down a little bit. And McCracken County's Olivia Blackwell goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle with a 1 point lead. Thomas makes the pass. Set Olivia on the right side. She hits angle. They keep it up. They go outside. She hits into the block. I actually don't think that crossed the net. That won't go down as a block. That's going to go down as an error. Olivia Mitchell rotates back to the service line.
Score 14-14.
Caldwell keep it this close. They got a really good chance of winning this. Olivia serves. Libero makes a good pass. Setter goes to the middle. She went to Jada Harris, big 6'2" middle. A little off on the timing. She got just a touch on it, and it just did not cross the net. Olivia goes back to the service line. She's got the whistle. They make a good pass to their setter. Setter goes right side. She goes angle. Olivia makes a dig. Kendall runs it down. Olivia hits from the back row. A little too much air, goes out of bounds. And McCracken County will get the point. As Jenna Henshaw re-enters the game, the front row. McCracken got Henshaw, Harris, and the setter, Piper Molinax in the front row. And McCracken County serves. Mary Tays makes the pass. Kendall sets Olivia in the back row. It's a really high set. Olivia takes a little roll shot. Kendall makes a good dig, keeping the ball alive here. Olivia swings again. They go outside. Oh no! Scott Colley and the McCracken County fans are the only ones that think that ball landed in. You can hear Scott was standing right on it. He looked it right into the ground. That's unfortunate for Caldwell County. McCracken County goes back, serves again. That's Drew Molinax serving. Olivia Mitchell hits it into the net. Really don't want to let them get a little momentum out of this. That's really unfortunate. Let's hope we can get the ball back. And Molinax serves again. Mary Tage makes a pass. Don't want to see a non-setter set that ball too often, but they did. Setter dumped it on the first pass, and she gets the kill. And McCracken County's really feeling it right now. Caldwell County needs to take a deep breath. They need to settle down. Coach Kortner's going to do a sub. He's going to bring Lily Horde in for Katie Mincer, and that's just to get everybody to take a deep breath, to break the momentum a little bit, get the fans fired up. You can hear them cheering. We don't get a good pass. We're going to do a back row set. Olivia rolls it over. Setter goes right. Oh my goodness, we don't get a good pass out of that either, but we go right side. We're really out of position here. Everybody's just banging the ball, but keeping it alive. What happened? Okay, they call a net call on their middle hitter. Jada Harris. Call was made by the R2. McCracken County's not happy about it, but I don't hear a lot of screaming and no contesting it, so it must have been a good call. Good break for Caldwell County. We're still within two.
18-16, McCracken County.
And we got Riley Thomas serves the ball into the net. You know, still being aggressive. We've got to be aggressive. Really getting down to the nuts and bolts of it right here. Can't afford to make too many errors at this point in the match.
We've got to play a near perfect match from now on out.
We need a good pass right here. Ball is an ace. As the libero goes back, serve again. Nobody even went to play that ball. Coach Kortner did not like what he saw. Score 16-20. Coach Kortner calls a timeout. Try to settle everybody down. We'll take a 30-second break back at the station. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is WPKY.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. This is Sue Stone here with Johnny Stone. We're in the fourth set of the best 3 out of 5. McCracken County's leading 2-1 in sets. They're leading 20-16 in this set. Libero just served. McCracken County. Mary Tays makes overpass, and that ball is killed by Jenna Henshaw on the overpass. So Patty Wilson goes back, serves again. Mary Tays makes a pass. Kendall sets Olivia in the back row. Olivia rolls it over. There gives a little push shot from the outside. Kendall gets a good pass. Abby Griggs tips it over the block. They play it up. They go outside. Henshaw swings. and tools off the block, and Henshaw gets her 4th kill of this set. They're within 3 points of ending Caldwell's dream of advancing to the Elite Eight.
22-16, McCracken County.
Wilson's got the whistle. Mary Tays overpasses. They just pass the ball back up. Go outside. This time the ball's hit out of bounds. It's hit right at Scott again. Caldwell County gave him a pretty long look to make sure he calls that ball out of bounds. That wasn't too far from where the other one landed. Caldwell 17. They're still within striking distance. Addie Sullinger comes in the game. She's got the whistle. They make a pass to their setter. They go right side on the slide. And Adele Magliano gets the kill. Score McCracken County 23. And they're 2 points away. Caldwell County calls their second and final timeout of the game. It's 17-23. It's WPKY. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Kelly Martin of Pennyroyal Hospice, and we are proud to be a part of the greatest comeback of all time.
The road to recovery from heart or lung complications starts at Caldwell Medical Center. Their skilled staff offer individualized outpatient treatment plans based on each patient's diagnosis to help minimize symptoms, reduce disability, and improve independence. All right here, close to home. For more information, visit caldwellmedical.com or call 270-365-0300. That's 270-365-0300.
We're back at the gym. McCracken County just served the ball. Kendall set Abby. Abby tipped it over. They played it up. They go outside. Abby's there for the block. They just send us a free ball. Kendall goes Olivia Mitchell in the back row. They play it up. They go outside. Henshaw swings. Long cross court out of bounds. And Caldwell County stays alive for one more point. Mary Tays rotates back to the service line. She's got the whistle. They serve the ball up. Set middle. And that's Adele Magliano, and she gets a kill. And she's done a lot of damage tonight, Johnny. I've got her with 6 kills and a block.
A lot of damage.
And they're at set and match point for McCracken County. Caldwell County just trying to hang on. And this is Bailey Boland back for the serve. Addie Sullinger makes the pass. Kendall sets Olivia Mitchell on the outside. Olivia hits off the block, scores. And Olivia's having a stellar night too. I've got her with 7 kills. I don't have Abby with a kill in this particular set.
Either.
Abby rotates back to the service line. She's got the whistle. Well, no, she doesn't have the whistle. McCracken County calls a timeout just to kind of ice the server. I'm sure what that's all about. They've got nothing to lose at this point. They just want to make Abby think about it. So we're going to stay with you for this timeout because it's not going to last very long. This is set point. Don't want to take a chance of missing it. Set and match point. Caldwell County's, they're within 6 points, Johnny, or 5 points of tying the game. And they're very capable of doing that.
Absolutely.
That first set, we rattled off 5 points a couple times. So. And we did it in the second set, but we got
no margin for error.
We've got to not make an unforced error. Everybody's got to be where they're supposed to be, and got to have a little luck. I'll admit it. Got to have a little luck along with it. Everybody's back out on the floor. Officials make contact. Abby Griggs serves. McCracken makes a pass. They set right side. And the ball is blocked out of bounds. McCracken County scores 25-19. Final set. They win 3-1. Caldwell County has got nothing to hold their head down. They were fortunate to be able to play in their home gym. The crowd got to see an exciting match. They gave it all. McCracken County's a great team. Caldwell County gave them all they wanted. And this is unfortunate for Caldwell, but they got nothing to be ashamed of. We're proud of them. proud that they was able to play and play here in front of their home crowd. We'll go back to the station for commercial break for about 2 minutes. Let Coach Kortner talk to his girls, and we'll get him over here to talk to us in a few minutes.
Where there is sports going on, you will find the sportsedge.com, bringing you the coverage you need with more stories, more pictures, more video, more of everything except subscription fees. Our crews travel the highways and the byways to get you the info about what's happening with your favorite athletes and teams. Sports the way it ought to be at yoursportsedge.com.
I'm Clay Farless, and I'm a lender at Farmers Bank. From diapers to daycare to groceries, we are constantly looking for ways to save money at my house. We recently refinanced and saved more than a full % on our interest rate on a loan that was just over a year old. Rates are near all-time lows, so whether you're refinancing or buying, now's the time to apply online at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
The match is over, and it's time for the post-game report. Let's check in with the WPKY Sports Crew.
Welcome back to the Cab Gymnasium. I'm Sue Stone. I was here with Johnny Stone calling the first round of the state tournament for Lady Tiger volleyball team as they matched up with McCracken County first region winners, and first time ever that they've farmed out the first round in the state tournament. And I'm here with Coach Kortner. The match just concluded. Caldwell lost a heartbreaking 3-1, but a well-played match, hard fought. Girls got nothing to be ashamed of, Coach. I think it was an exciting match for the hometown team crowd to watch.
It was definitely a state tournament level match. I believe if this one had been played at Valley, there'd probably be about 2,000-3,000 people standing on their feet. And I can't thank enough for those that were here tonight. You look at these four seniors, you look at their career, you look at what they've done here. There's nothing in that locker room left to give. We jumped out all over them first set. We were confident, we were hot, and really executed every bit of the game plan. But when you go into McCracken and they're just 2-3 inches taller, 2-3 inches longer than what we've scored on all year, the things that we did to get here just weren't falling on that side like we were. We knew all day long, all weekend long, that their big hitters were going to get their big kills, and that didn't faze us. They literally hit holes in the floor a couple of times, and we said, you know, not so much as so what, but okay. And then we turned around and we got ours. There's just so much heart in that gold jersey and blue.
Well, definitely Olivia Mitchell put on a first team state performance. Abby Griggs, you know, she was second team, wasn't she? Honorable mention. And of course, McCracken County, like you said, they have a lot more size, a lot more depth. They've got 7 seniors. Yeah. You know, you've got 4, and every one of the people on their team has been to a state tournament. Right. If they've played for McCracken County. This was your girls' first experience with a state tournament, and so you know, there's a lot of things that tip the balance for you all to give them the game you did. And I'm telling you, when that first set, I believe you could have played anybody.
Right.
And it was fun to watch, and I don't know if maybe fatigue or the McCracken County just settled in.
Yeah, we didn't get them out of system near as often as we wanted to. I kind of made a joke in the first set. Olivia Mitchell had 4 kills early and hadn't swung hard on a ball yet. She was just placing it, just putting it where it needed to be. And by the 3rd or 4th, that had quit falling. So, you know, you look out and we've got so our defense. We got pegged on a lot of balls tonight, and they played them right back up and just fearless tonight. that third set, I kind of outcoached myself. I stayed with the rotations we've been working on serve and receive, as far as backing up one, and it just took way too many points to get Olivia front row. And that fourth set was not our normal starting rotation, but the good Lord only gives you so many first-team All-State players. You got to go put her on the front row when you get a chance. So, you hate to see it. These four, I think Kendall Prowl ran about as many balls down and hustled on second play, made another one-arm dig off balance, and then got stepped on. Our girls were everywhere tonight, and I can't thank them enough. We're going to spend a long time in this locker room here in a minute. I know that.
Well, one thing it doesn't reflect, and I wasn't able to keep up with because it was happening so fast, but some of the digs, I'm telling you, they was hitting rockets at us, and Mary and Riley and Addie, Abby, makes a few digs, and then Olivia. It was just a fun, hard-fought match, and can't speak highly enough of the girls.
It was pretty much the same sound when their hitter would contact the ball and when it hit off our platform.
Yeah.
We had one so hard that it hit off our back row defense, shot forward, and hit Savannah and Scott in the chest and ricocheted. That ball was just ping-ponging everywhere around there. But, they're starting to file out now. You get that team that loves to dance and loves to jump around and showcase what they got. And you won't say the moment got in the huddle, but when you're in a mask and you're trying not to yell and you're trying to keep them calm and cheerful, it's just another level to say, hey, calm down, go play your game, go do what you did to get here, and let's give them our best shot. And I think when time came down to it, we did. It stings, but to go forward with a perennial. That team's been in the Final Four before. That team's been pushing on going to the finals as a public school. And you go look, they're 5 times bigger than us in enrollment. So, they get a lot of chances to travel that we may not, both regular season and out of season. But, hats off to McCracken. Coach Whitus down there has been a legend. So, it's a fun one.
Yeah, mentioning their legacy, this is their 8th region championship as McCracken County. And then you go back before that, they were Lone Oak for 4 years, I think, before the last time they got beat by somebody else, which was Marshall County in 2009. So, they go way back. And that gets in the kid's head. That gives them a level of confidence that, it gives you a little that extra if you want to call it that.
One of the things they always say is act like you've been there, and they have been.
Yeah. But I tell you what, you couldn't tell your girls hadn't been.
No.
By the way they played tonight.
No.
So I hope they take home with them is the fact that they represented.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. When you get a team that puts on a blue and a gold white jersey, and you've got so much support, the radio station today, putting it on live stream, taking that plug for us. I've had people for the last week and a half. We've been fed all over town. And just, everybody changing their signs for us. When you look up and you see tonight felt normal with, even with everybody spread out, this is one of the largest crowds we could have played in front of. And you know that every play you're not doing it by yourself. And we can't thank Princeton and Caldwell County enough and everybody around. As I said today on Facebook, we just hope that we're representing and hope we make you proud both on and off the floor. And I truly will stand here as the head of the program and say that I believe in these girls and everything they've done. Absolutely.
The next round, McCracken County is going to go on and take the winner of Wolfe County and Notre Dame. And not having seen Wolfe County play before, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Notre Dame's going to be the favorite of that. And we have a little history, even back when you first started as an assistant with Caldwell County, where we played Notre Dame. And that's a storied program.
It is.
And it'll be interesting to see how McCracken County matches up with them. And that will be at Winchester at George.
My libero just walked by limping again, and I kind of walked over after the first set. I said, Riley, I'll take you somewhere and buy you a new body. Just give me all of that one today. She took a beating tonight in 4 sets. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she wasn't the only one. Even like you said, even when they played the ball up, it was almost a beating because they was playing rockets off their bodies. But well, Coach, I appreciate you coming over and talking. I know it's hard right after an emotional loss like that. I know you can't be any more proud of your girls than you are. I think the community's proud of them. I know Johnny and I are proud of them.
Thank you.
And I've got a lot of history with these kids, and it means a lot. So again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach of the Year, Olivia, 2-time Region Player of the Year, 2-time Coach of the Year.
And today got named first team All-State, which is one of the top 16. And Abby Griggs was named honorable mention, which would be there's 16 in each team, so first, second, honorable mention. So
right,
you know, that's some big time accolades there for the program.
And I wanted to mention when I looked that up, Jada Harris for McCracken County was second team.
Yes, ma'am.
So for Olivia to make the first team, that's pretty matched up. That's the kind of competition you're competing against to make those kind of
and in a year where you can't travel across the state and go get votes for them to get them, we're there. So
that's impressive. So good job. What do you see for the future?
We've got 4 big holes to fill on and off the court. But tonight we got some valuable experience. Katie Mincer stepped in tonight on about an hour's worth of practice and filled in. We're missing Kennedy Thomas tonight, both just how calm and collected she always was and things. But Katie stepped in pretty well. Savannah Scott, has changed positions, flip-flop from middle to right side. Still got Sullinger and Taze and what they're going to play. So we'll lick a few wounds, have a banquet, and brag on how good we are and how much we're all going to stay together over the years. And one of the biggest contacts I got in the last 24 hours was from our alumni, that how many of them wanted to be a part of this and knew where they stood as far as the building blocks of that foundation. So those 4 are going to go on off into a sunset and leave that banner hanging for somebody else.
Yeah, I think that's right. And there were several alumni here in the crowd. I saw them walk by the table. So kudos to them too. Well, Coach, I hate to end it. You don't want to see a season like this end in some ways, and in some ways you're glad to see it go. But hopefully we'll see you back here next year. One quick question, and I don't know if you have any way of answering this or not, but this was the first time the state tournament's farmed out the first round. Do you think there's any talk that might be something that they liked, brought the state, got a lot more of the state involved, a lot more people got to experience it? Do you think they'll do it again?
I doubt it, just for control. KHSAA loves control. They get to see it. They get to be there. So we were actually one of the few 8 games that sold out. So, again, another hats off to Caldwell. This is a big gym with a big population in here that can, even at 20%. So they'll definitely pull a finance sheet and look at it to see, and that'll probably be the deciding factor. The one thing they did probably do is save on reimbursements for hotels and things. So it could happen. It could happen.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I was coming from a small school. You're competing against. When you get up there to all those private schools, and we've mentioned every time we talk about it, there's never been a public school win a state tournament in volleyball. So a little salty about that. McCracken County did make it to the semifinals one time, and Greenwood did make it to the finals one time. But anyway, still hope for the future.
Amen.
And thanks again, Coach. Thanks for coming over and talking to us.
Thank you all.
And we'll send it back to the station. Thanks to our sponsors and WPKY and Sports Edge for covering volleyball this year, and what a great job they've done. And we'll turn it back over to the station. This is Sue Stone and Johnny Stone at the Cab Gymnasium. Check it out.
You've been listening to Caldwell Volleyball on WPKY, your free WPKY app, and at WPKY.